So we have a recent report that World War III may be knocking at the door. Despite publicly claiming that he's pursuing peace, reports indicate that President Trump is actively moving U.S. military assets towards Iran as we speak. This is not a good sign. If this conflict ignites, it risks pulling Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Russia, China, India, and Iran into the mix. So, why is that? Because Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have recently signed a defense pact, and Pakistan and India were recently in a nuclear brink of nuclear confrontation, almost. Saudi Arabia has issued a clear warning to the United States: do not attack Iran and do not use Saudi airspace for U.S. attacks. This comes as Israel attacked Qatar, a close U.S. ally with strong ties in the Islamic world. So if Israel and Iran get into a conflict, this could trigger Saudi Arabia, which then triggers Pakistan, which then triggers India, and could also ignite the entire Islamic world in the region. So let's hear from Trump.
Any aircraft carrier would take 1 to 2 weeks to get to the Middle East. The U.S. also removed some of its anti-missile batteries out of the Middle East following last summer's strike on Iran's nuclear sites. Those could soon be returning. As for what the U.S. military options look like, experts say the president still has a lot of firepower in the Middle East, including an Ohio-class submarine capable of firing up to 154 Tomahawk missiles. Regime targets could include missile production and storage sites, oil refineries key to their economy, or some of the leaders themselves. How Israel decapitated Hezbollah.
The Israelis use cyber attacks to bring leadership together so that they can bomb and kill the leadership. So there are multiple tools that can be used in different ways to cause these very same kinds of problems to this regime.
Today, the State Department announced new sanctions on Fardis prison, where many female political prisoners are held. Ali Larijani, head of the Supreme Council for National Security, and 18 individuals or entities linked to a shadow banking network involved in laundering the regime's oil revenues. Brett?
And Jen, another topic. What have you learned about this weapon purchased by DHS that may be linked to Havana syndrome?
Well, Brett, a well-placed source confirms to Fox that at the end of the Biden administration, DHS bought on the open market a pulsed energy weapon that the Pentagon has been testing to see if it could have caused the traumatic brain injuries reported by hundreds of U.S. intelligence and State Department.
So we see there that looks like it's really picking up. Let's hear. Oh, this is. So anyway, here's the Iranian foreign
peaceful and aimed at expressing grievances and protests. At times, some violence occurred during these demonstrations, which is a natural matter. The government dealt rationally with these protests. President Masoud Pezeshkian entered into dialogue with members of the Chamber of Commerce and business leaders and economic activists. He listened to their views and ideas and sought to resolve their problems. Some economic proposals and plans emerge from these discussions. Also, representatives.
So this is the Iranian foreign minister firing back, saying that everyone has a right to protest, but there have been reports that over 5,000 have been killed. Also, there's reports that Russia and China have been supplying Iran with weapons in January 2026. This means that if another conflict does break out, it's not going to be the same as before. They could have much more advanced weapons this time, and it could be much more deadly. So I'll keep a lookout, see what happens, and I'll keep you updated. But it's not looking good. Looks like World War III could be on the brink.